Welcome to another edition of Psoto Desperado Plays Ark Survival Ascended on the Supreme Gaming Island server. I'm going to join right now. Do have one video set up, and then once we get logged in and set up there, we'll get started. Okay, so let's get this cloud volume and fog and gamma. Alright, I remember if I unloaded my animal last time. I think we're okay. Just to get some of this excess food out of here. Come on, dude. Alright. That's fine. Alright. So the bird should be fairly light. Okay, I think we're good. I don't think we need anything else. We got some of these parts just in case. Okay. Yeah. There we go. I just wanted to load up on meat. Alright, so I have ghillie and everything I need. And go ahead and let's start the video. Alright, this video is from Legion of Men. the last video you'll need to on quitting porn ever. And it says here, this is the last video you'll need on quitting porn ever. That's what this video is, by Jack Piggott. All right.
Welcome back, guys. So we're getting into a topic here that a lot of men are slaves to. So this is the last video you'll ever need on quitting adult entertainment ever. Apparently my man dives in deep on why you shouldn't. Let's see.
My brother, if you can just give me 10, 15, 20 minutes of your time, I can guarantee you this addiction, by the end of this video, will be gone.
Let's get it.
It will be vanished from your life, or you'll be doing it 10 times less than you normally do. And I can make that promise to you if you just log in, do yourself a favor.
Good sales pitch.
Implement the things I'm going to tell you. This applies to everybody. It doesn't matter if you do this once every 30 days, once a day, 3 or 4 times a day. It doesn't matter. Okay? This applies to everybody. And as you can see, we're going to be using a house to represent this. When your house collapses, that is an equivalent of a relapse. So, our goal today is to ensure that this house does not collapse due to wind, hurricanes, floods, natural disasters. I'm going to explain to you how you can quit this stuff like you're a 5-year-old. Okay? Let's get straight into it. I'm not here to waste your time. My camera's on like 10%. We need to do this quick. Now,
let's get it.
Most of you have just built this house. There's nothing to hold it up. The first thing that you need when you're building a strong house that's not going to get affected by external things such as wind, you need to build a foundation. Some of you already have this foundation. I'll get to you in a minute. Let's start with the boys who are new to this. You need to build this foundation. Now, what is a foundation in real life? A foundation is your reason for quitting. The reason why you want to quit watching porn. I want you to ask yourself right now, why did I click on this video? Yeah, why do I want to quit watching porn? How is this affecting my life? You need this, okay? You need this reason. If you don't have it, click off this video and go and do some journaling. Yeah? Once you have this reason, let's say that this is affecting your confidence with women, right? You need to ask yourself, how will no confidence with women affect my life negatively? If you have no confidence to go out there and talk to girls, you may never find your dream wife. If you never find your dream wife, you'll never be able to start your own family. You'll never be able to have a kid.
These are great exercises to play mentally of where this path could lead you down. For the guys that have done the Spartan challenge, it pops up at the end of these videos a bunch of times, or just search Spartan on the channel if you haven't seen it already. One of the tenets on there is quitting adult entertainment. It was shocking to me just how difficult not jerking off every single day was for the average guy attempting that. Eating clean was simple. Giving up video games for the allotted time was simple. Stopping jacking off was something that was causing all dudes basically to fail the challenge. Imagine if I bet you $10,000 that you couldn't touch yourself for 30 days, a vast majority of you would fail. That's how crazy this addiction is. You don't even know you're actually addicted. You don't even know that you rewired your neurons to seek cheap dopamine. You don't even know that the only reason that you're tugging it is to de-stress yourself from whatever mediocre life or shit that's going on in your life is triggering you to do that. It's not even for pleasure. At one point, it's just for coping. It's shocking the amount of men that simply tug it for stress relief instead of pleasure. That's a wild one to wrap your mind around. A lot of guys are slaves to this, which we all know then will lead into the rabbit hole of the degenerate content you begin to consume, which messes with your brain, and how you view women and how you view sex. There's guys that can't even get it up anymore, so they have erectile dysfunction or performance anxiety in the first place. Their own woman, by the way. There's guys that are in relationships that are addicted to this stuff, consuming it daily, and are out there just tugging it on the side instead of having sex with their own women and then fail to get it up. Their own women can't get them excited anymore. That's an issue. And there are dudes that'll naturally cope in the comment section saying, well, what else am I supposed to do? You're addicted, brother. That's what a person that's dependent sounds like.
Yeah. Imagine the pain of that. That pain is so much scarier than being absent from porn. You need to find this pain and you need to, replace the pleasure of 2 or 3 seconds of busting a nut with a lifelong pleasure of starting a family. That might be a reason for you quitting. Another reason might be making money. It doesn't matter. Find your reason. Now, once you have your reason, most of you watching this video have your foundation, you have your goal, you have your reason for quitting, but it's not strong enough. What you need to do is build a foundation under the foundation or build a foundation on the foundation. Let's say you have to set an ambitious goal. The more ambitious your goal, the more porn's probably going to affect actually achieving that, so the bigger your foundation probably is. Let's say you want to be a millionaire in 3 years' time. Millionaire, 3 years' time. Okay, you have your reason, you want to retire your parents, you want to retire your family, you want to have location freedom, time freedom, you want to do what you love every single day. These are all your reasons, okay? And porn is holding you back from doing that because you keep waking up late, you have no social skills, you can't network with people, you can't put quality time into your business. So many reasons. Because you're distracted by fucking booty and ass. I meant to say boobs and ass, but that's fine. Let's say you want to be a millionaire in 3 years' time. I'm not a big fan of this, but what you can do is just go and tell your parents, I'm going to retire you in 3 years. Go and tell your friends, I'm going to be a millionaire in 3 years' time. Hear them doubt you. Tell social media, I'm going to be a millionaire in 3 years' time. You tell your parents, boom. You tell your friends, boom. There is so much pressure on you to not watch this shit because it's holding you back from being that person, right? You make this stronger. These are like your individual goals. Yeah, like to retire your family. You've told your parent, you told your friend, you told social media. You have to do this now. That is just an example, okay? You might add to your foundation in a different way. Doesn't necessarily mean telling people. It doesn't mean that. Find a way to make this stronger. Put pressure on yourself. You need a little bit. If you have been struggling with this shit for years upon years, bro, nothing changes if nothing changes. Simple. Nothing changes if nothing changes. You need to add something to this. Just experiment. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
By the way, in the private community, when you get into the Spartan Challenge, you have to write a pledge. The point is what he's talking about right there is because you're pledging, it's a promise to yourself, but you're also writing it out, letting everyone in the community know what you're doing. And then you have to check in daily and let us know how you're succeeding or failing, because the sting of being seen as a failure by multiple people you may befriend in the community, is going to push you into making sure that you do what you need to do and not consume that stuff. Also, it's good because you get to read other people and their struggles in overcoming this addiction, which helps keep you on the path as well, because, again, you're not the only one that's struggling with this. It's not a unique problem to you only. There's millions of men that have these issues. And seeing how everybody's going through it will empower you so you don't become a slave to this. So making the consequences real is one way in how you quit this, which is social shame.
Parents, I don't know, you're going to be a millionaire in 3 years, and if you don't like the idea, tell them it's a joke tomorrow. Just see. Okay? These are just examples of that. So, you've got your foundation. That's all good. You got that? Now, what's this? These are the actions you put in place every single day, which is stemmed from this. So, you need to create this before you create this. So many of you create this, which is your actions, your habits, before you create this. It doesn't work. If you don't have this, you might stay consistent for a day. You might have a really good day. You might have a productive day. You wake up at 5:30, you hit a workout, you go and cold approach some women, you work on your business for a couple of hours, you study for a couple of hours, but you can't keep this up for a couple of days. You go 2-3 days of consistency and then you give up. So, the best advice I can give you, once you have built your foundation, build a house that is directly related to the foundation. It's not, your foundation isn't really small, but then your house is really big. Your foundation isn't very big, but then your house is really small. You want it to match, okay? If you want to be a millionaire in 3 years' time, spend more time trying to make money. And your second goal is to get a girlfriend. Spend less time trying to get a girlfriend and more time trying to make money. That's how you do it. It needs to reflect what's on the bottom. Yeah? Simple. That's really it. That's really all you need here. Now, what most of you do, when this wind comes along, tries to fuck you up, put you in a slump. Yeah, what most of you do, what I've done so many times, it's really normal. You will have one relapse. You will relapse once, and this wind will take out one window. One window represents one relapse. Okay, and let's say like 6 or 7 relapses represents your whole house collapsing. Okay, just because a window breaks doesn't mean you ruin your whole progress. Just because you relapse at 3 p.m. doesn't mean you relapse 3 or 4 times a day. 3 or 4 times that day, and then you do it tomorrow and you do it the next day.
That's an important distinction guys have to make too, especially the ones that are addicted to porn or video games or whatever, and they go back and play them. They're trying to quit them because they're addicted. Everything in moderation, bro. We're not talking about the guys that can moderate their usage perfectly fine. We're talking about the guys that are addicted and it's taking away from their quality of life. So if you're one of these people and you failed once, you're not a failure. You simply hit a roadblock and you must continue. There are guys that will spiral out of control, and just because they tug their chicken once, they'll go and tug their chicken 6 times more that day because I've ruined all my progress. Your progress is not ruined. You've had an entire week where you haven't touched yourself, and then you finally did it once because, hey, stress in life that was introduced, or bad news from family, or something going wrong at work, or whatever it is, it caused you to lose control and you've relapsed once. That's fine. You journal that stuff. You log it in the daily check-ins of the Spartan Challenge. You let everybody know that you failed, and it's fine. You simply stay the course again. It's cool. Start again. Hopefully you could get another week, maybe a week and a half this time. And you'll see that you went from every day 3-4 times a day to once in a while, until, oh, I don't really need to do it anymore. Or, oh, wow, my sex drive is back now. My attraction to my woman's back now. We're now having regular intercourse, and I'm actually able to keep my erection, and sex, the quality has gotten so much better, and she's so much happier, and our relationship is getting so much stronger. A lot of stuff like this changes. Other guys will report, wow, it's like the energy I'm getting now, it's making me more aggressive, more of a risk taker. Like, I want to talk to that girl now. I want to get to know her now. I feel more emboldened to go say hello and get her number now, instead of, coping and jacking off when I get home, and then I lose all my drive and ambition to go say hello because I've already got that need out in a cheap way through a TV, through a monitor, through your phone.
And you go the whole week being lazy. No, just because one window cracks doesn't mean you collapse your whole house, all right? You learn why this broke. Why did it break? Yep. Why did the wind hit this instead of this? Why did the wind hit this window instead of this door? You might have had an unproductive day because of external circumstances. Maybe your foundation was strong, but something else caused you to relapse. That's fine. All you can do is learn from it. Now, you kind of have to, ignore the house concept for this one. Let me stand in the middle. You kind of have to ignore the house concept for this. But when you do encounter an urge, you have a gust of wind, you have a hurricane, however strong the urge is. A hurricane is a really strong urge. Look, if your house is built strong enough, you're fine. But once you encounter this, I want you to observe the wind. I want you to observe the disaster that's about to collapse your house. Okay, can you control this? This is where the house example doesn't really matter. It doesn't really, align. Can you control the root cause of the urge? Okay, you might get an urge because your family are having problems and you're stuck in your room all day. You don't even want to go out. Because your family is constantly fighting. You can't necessarily control that. Something you can control is you waking up at 7 a.m. instead of 5 a.m. like you said. That's something you can control. So I want you to separate your urges.
And by the way, when you do get these urges, they tend to lessen over time if you replace the time you have where there's nothing to do, where you're bored. What you would have otherwise done was tug your chicken with something more productive, something physical, going out for a walk, taking your mind off the urge itself by doing something physical, working out extra hours at the gym. That means for some of you guys, you need to go 2 times a day, or you need to increase the intensity to such an amount where you're actually exhausted when you get home and the urge to tug it has been lessened. You need to get your sexual energy out in a physical pursuit. right? You need to get this energy out of you because we live sedentary lives. You have this pent up energy. Then you introduce stress on top. Then the urge becomes amplified and you lose control and you do it again. So understand that the urge is always there. It's just amplified by stress and by a sedentary lifestyle. So what can you do to manage that is become active, become physical, which will take care of the stress. Physical activities help you manage stress. If you're very physical and you go do stuff, go for hikes, go for walks, go to the gym, go on a run, something, jumping jacks in your room, go for sit-ups, something. You must go out and do something, get your body moving, get away from sitting down, get away from watching the screen all day, get away from being in your own head. When you're bored, the urge hits you. When you're stressed, the urge hits you. When you're sitting down with nothing to do, the urge comes and creeps back up. This stuff is where you need to have this physical pursuit, which will help dull the urge dramatically. That's one thing that men will find when they're trying to quit, say video games or porn, is that the time you would have spent doing those things needs to be replaced by something else. You need to be kept busy.
What's causing the urges? Can you control them? Can I not control them? Something you cannot control is just urges out of nowhere. They just pop up in your mind. You know, your favorite videos, they just pop up in your mind and you want to go and do them. You want to go and watch them. If you can control it, change it. Simple. Change it. Do something about it, bro. It's the best advice I can give you. If you can't control it, I know it sounds really selfish and just really like, just shit, but it's true. You need to learn to live with it. You need to learn to cope with it. I know it's really bad, especially if you're in a dark space. I know, bro. I've been through it. All right? I've been through it. Not probably what some of you guys have been through, but I've definitely had urges that have come from just a dark place in my life. I know what it's like, bro, but you need to have this house built and you need to transmute this energy that you're getting, this dark feeling, this depression, this sadness, whatever it is, and you just need to try your best to creating a better house, bro. That's what you need to do. All right, you've got your foundation, you've got your goals. I hope this makes sense. I'm trying to explain this as simple as I can for you. Okay, now my camera's on 3%, so we have to hurry up. Last thing I want to tell you that is very, very important, and it applies to this and this. Your urges. One of the reasons your urges are so strong is because you put so much pedestal on porn. You put it up here, even though it's not even that good. It's not even enjoyable. Are you smiling while you're jacking off? Are you smiling while you're busting a nut? Are you smiling while you're watching two people do it? No, you're not. Okay, you don't actually enjoy it. It is just a perfect way to escape how you're feeling.
Exactly. Imagine having a camera, like recording yourself, be on your computer while you're looking for videos, while you're jacking it, while you bust and they're finished. Just watch that recording of yourself. See how disgusted you are. Look at your face, the expressions on your face. It's like he said, there's no joy there. There's no happiness. You're just endlessly, mindlessly scrolling. Some people scroll for hours to find the perfect video to nut to. That's how addicted they are. And just look at how you look, right? Almost like an out-of-body experience. You need the third-person view of how you are. That could be a trigger strong enough for you to quit. If you see what you look like while you're in the act.
That's it. It's a perfect way for 90% of people. It is a perfect way to escape what you're feeling. Okay? So, I want you to change your perspective on this stuff. It's not actually enjoyable.
I don't want it dead.
When you go and do it, you're not actually having a good time. You're just escaping from whatever you're feeling. And it's a perfect way to forget about everything. You're not thinking about anything else while you're watching that stuff, are you? But if you go for a run, which is another term of escaping from your thoughts are still there. Okay? So look at porn as just that. A source of escape.
Both these idiots are
How can we escape a different way? Exercise is a perfect example, but a perfect example is habits that align with your foundation, align with your goals. These are perfect ways to escape these thoughts. Or what you can do is you can observe these thoughts. You can dive into a meditation. Okay, really observe. I can't go deeper than this because my camera is about to die. but you get my point. You can reduce the power of these urges by simply changing your perspective on the corn, bro.
Facts. Well put by this young guy. His name's Jack Piggott. If you want to watch more of his content, highly recommend it. I don't know anything else about his channel, but dude's putting out solid content just from that video alone. Love it. For all the guys struggling, that can be a way you break any addiction, not just adult entertainment. As someone who's been off P for about a year now, I can tell you the happiness and energy that you had when you were a kid comes back. Change happens when the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of change. I was just getting the urge to break my no-fap streak, but I got a notification this banger dropped. This is me, doing nothing, wasting my time, overweight, no girlfriend, no proper life. I promise myself under 1 year I will change everything about me. I once heard someone say that when you're trying to hold an addiction off and feel the urge to relapse, it's a sign that you're healing. This helped me a lot. Stay strong, brethren. Yeah, good points. Let me know what you guys think on episodes like this. Amazing points. Let me know what you guys think, how you're struggling with some of your addictions, whatever they may be. If you enjoyed this episode, like, comment, subscribe. Follow his channel as well. Leave it up there for you guys. Appreciate everybody that's been joining the private community, hopping on calls, sharing some wisdom, buying shirts, private consultations. All that helps the channel directly. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Stay strong, brothers. Do not fall for your addictions. There is a way out, and the other side is always much better. Take care, everybody.
Son of a bitch. Some bitch is getting away. Thing is, it might die if I try to tame it, but I'm going to try anyway. Fuck. It's so it's so low. Sad thing, it's at 240. God. Fucking Carno. He's probably going to die anyway, simply because, you know, it's so wounded. If I do manage to tame it, it will heal up, but Jesus. Come on. That's a 240. Jesus. I don't know if I'm going to get it. I really don't know if I'm going to get this one. It's so damaged. It might die pretty damn soon. Come on, don't die. Come on, please don't die. I can use this. I can use several high-level birds to breed a really good bird. And you could use... Hopefully, you could still use birds to kill the bosses on Scorched. That's what I used to do. Scorch is pretty easy to do because the hardest part is getting the what do they call those trophies. Oh, we got it! We got it! Oh my God, we got it! Yeah, we got it. We got it. Ooh, got lucky there, man. That's a 240. Decent stats. Not all of them. Some of them suck, but that's fine. I gotta wait on this bird and hope that it goes okay. Alright, so I'm gonna fly around while that guy's taming. I'm gonna see if there's anything else. Kill anything low level. Leave anything high level if possible. And go from there. Well, anyway, now that I got that done, I just wanted to focus on it because it's important. 240 bird is a max level bird. There's nothing to laugh at, you know. You can do something with that shit. It's level 8, level 112. So those new guys, I can't tame them worth a shit. But I can get their babies if their babies are still alive. I'm trying to see if there's any good high level. That was a 232 over there. An adult 232 and a bunch of babies. They all fucking died. Let's see. This is a 112. So 112 also. Yeah, I try to get 200 or better at least. Birds coming along. Alright, so I don't know, guys. When I think about it, I know. I don't think, you know? I don't think. I know I'm addicted to porn. But because I don't go around chasing women and I don't have those kinds of female relationships, not that I really trust women after my mom tortured the fuck out of me, you know, I'm just unhappy with the fact that people think that you're doing something, but it's your only release. It's the only thing I can do to give myself any real pleasure. And even then, I've had the same problems that he's mentioned, you know, erectile dysfunction, you know, soft dick, in other words, stuff like that, you know. And anyway, you got to be careful because it is an addiction, just like this video gaming thing. I do it every day, even though I could probably think of something else to do. I think what I'm going to do instead of video gaming is just get a second job later. Okay, that's a 176. I might actually want to tame that, even though it's lower level, just to have it, as opposed to killing it. And I might do that instead. You know what I mean? What the fuck? babies? Let's see, 72, no. I don't need a 72. Anyway, he's right. I mean, I tried to kick it before a long time ago, and in the end, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'd stop for like a week, and then I'd start doing it again, and, you know, it is an addiction. He's right. I mean, you're addicted to pleasure. You're addicted to, you know, relieving stress that way. Yeah. Even if I do my energetics don't compare to, where'd that little cardinal go? Anyway, my energetics don't compare to the pleasure I get from masturbation. You know, I never found anything better than that. Maybe it's time I do that. Maybe it's time I make a change. But, you know, I'll probably go back and review this video. I'll add it to my favorites and review the video just to review it. Let's see. And to see what they're talking about, because he's talking about a house and all this shit. And I'm like, okay, if you say so. You go back and check on the RG. It's coming along. Male 240, that's good. What a 240 does is it gives you a minimum standard. Sometimes you'll get a good stat, but most of the time what you're doing is you're getting a good minimum standard on the bird. So it raises the standard of the bird. Okay, that 176, I'm probably going to try to get it over here. So I'm going to go ahead and start taking this thing apart. Bird's almost done. Normally what I would do is I would get another boat, but I think you can only have one boat. I don't think you can have two boats. But I would have one boat for the ground animals and another boat for the air animals. Configured the same way. Now I should still have, I still have one of those there. Okay. So if something small gets put in here, I have the ability to shoot it. And something big gets put in here, I can shoot it from the back, you know. And I have it go in and out. So this is a better configuration than the other one. But I'm out of parts. You can only put so many parts on these things. And then you're pretty much up the creek, you know. Yeah. Oh, it's almost done. It's a 240. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so I'm going to thumbs up that. I'm going to put it in, I'm going to leave it in there. Now there was another video I had.
What if there was a way?
Why finding a job feels impossible right now. Okay. This is from Chosen London. Alright, here we go.
Today we're going to be discussing why it's hard finding a job, and I got my brother here live in the flesh to present his perspective to you as well. So why do you think it's hard finding a job now, 2024, present day?
Speaking for myself and my age,
Damn, it was pretty low on hell.
To find a job right now, because of the process, AI is being used by companies to actually look for keywords, and a lot of young people know the game, a lot of old people don't. And when I say the game is like putting the keywords into your resume to get the perspective of the AI picking you up. Now, as far as my perspective, my age group, I'm in the 40 plus. I have a great resume that I worked on my own. Don't have no college degree, but in my household there is my partner, and she has a college degree, a master's in business, human resources. So we got two sides of the spectrum: hard worker with a great resume, built it up, and you have a master's degree, worked hard, kept a good job, loyalty, 12 years, went to college, got management, business management and HR. And both individuals can't find a job. We're both over 40. The algorithm's working against us. Our age is working against us. As corporations look at you as you're older, you want more money. We're not going to be able to bring you in at the minimum or bring you to the maximum and then keep you satisfied, satiated, whatever. And for the young people, they're kind of just dishing out titles with no incentive. The incentive
Holy
is, this
shit.
is your career growth, your career path.
Where's
You
the
control
fucking
your
RG?
career. So take this title and you're going to be somebody someday. But the economy is not allowing for the older people and the
Whoa.
younger generation.
How did the
to
RG
actually
wind up
survive
over
in
here?
corporate America, or even get into corporate America, because they still can't even pass the AI bots, which have been put in place by corporate America. The funding's there, so while people don't think their jobs will be phased out or positions, they're being phased out every day. Companies now don't say, they'll let you go and say, we're not furloughing you, we're not giving you a pink slip, we're not laying you off, we're not firing you. We're just doing away with the position, but then they leave the department open and keep like 3 people in the same position while they let go of 8 or 10. And it's all because they're able to give a title to a younger person who's not gonna be worried about that money. Unfortunately, whether you have a degree or not, whether you're young or old, it's gonna be very hard to get a job with all these hurdles in place. You can still get a job, but really you should aspire to be an entrepreneur.
When you say a job, and the jobs that you're referring to, and I hope you're able to hear me, there's a lot of cars in the background, but
Yeah,
when
need
you
a
refer
microphone.
to a job, we're talking like a job. What's the pay range or the salary, the yearly range, and what the type of jobs you're referring to? Because when you say jobs, right, we're not talking like working at McDonald's or just any low-end job. What jobs are you referring to? Or what pay range, just so they can gauge where you're coming from.
In order for any household, in order for any household to survive right now, if it's a single family household, so you the head of household, do everything, you better be making 6 figures. If you're a 2-family household, together, you better be making 6 figures to at least survive. The economy has changed. It's not like our mom and pops, at least my mom and pops, that were able to buy a house for 60 grand, and now it's worth 300 grand. That whole world has changed. The whole interest rates changed. Everything has changed. Food is going up. Gas has gone up. Raises have not. Incentives have gone away. Commissions have gone away. Bonuses have gone away. Christmas parties have gone away. And all of you in corporate America know what I'm talking about. It's just gimme, gimme, gimme. I'm taking. Nothing left for everybody else that actually does the work.
That's so true. So I know you touched on it a little bit earlier, but why do you feel like, for yourself personally, and kind of speak for others that may be in your range, age-wise, or just even, I feel like, I talk to you a lot, and I can relate a lot. Like, why are these higher jobs not willing to pay you? And then the follow-up question is, why do you feel like management feels threatened by you? Because I know that you have a lot of managerial or management experience. Why do you feel as if, or a person that has experience in management working these different jobs, why they would feel threatened?
I have the management background, and so I see things differently. And this could be for anybody, because that management background came at 18. Like I said, I'm in my 40s plus. So anybody can be a manager. You just gotta have common sense. So basically, you look at things a different way where everybody benefits. You want everything to run effective, efficiently, not just gimme one-sided.
I think that 176 is dead.
In the place that we're
Damn, it was right here.
It really is tough for all to survive because they're not paying that 6 figures I was saying. These corporate jobs should be paying 26 starting up. My last job was paying me 50.
It was a good
an
one.
hour to answer calls, customer service. That's a lot of money. Now I do collections, and I get paid less than half of that. Big pay cut, and moving from one side of the U.S. nation to the other, from the East Coast to the West Coast. And everybody's gonna say, well, the West Coast is kind of rich. Next to New York is very kind of rich too. So it was expensive to live there. Now I had a house and everything over there. Out here I'm renting and basically using my nest egg to survive. So everything's definitely changed, and the change began in 2020, hit real hard 2022, and now it's just solid, just going with inflation. Like I was trying to say before, gases went up, and when gas go up, food go up. Food go up, food stay up. The economy has not changed the minimum wage. So these corporate jobs are trying to give you $16 an hour, they should be giving you 26 plus, just minimum starting. When they try to upgrade you, they'll give you a title, so they do lateral moves. They won't give you the raise or the minimum that the next position starts with. So everything's changing the benefit of the business owner, the top dog.
Yeah.
Everybody should be a business owner at this point.
I have, like, I'm learning and I'm adopting that mindset, but the reality is everybody isn't born or built to be an entrepreneur. And then if we're all entrepreneurs, right, then who's going to work, like who's going to work in our businesses, if you get what I'm saying? So it's a balance. So the people that can pick this up and embrace the message and follow through with it, definitely encourage them to try, like we're doing. And I just want to also ask you, how do you push through it? And also, like, when you're in these interviews, these jobs, and they're telling you that you're overqualified or you're underqualified or whatever reason that they give you to where you can't get that position that you're looking for and applying for, or maybe based off of age, like you mentioned here earlier, how do you push through having a family that's dependent on you, and you're being you provide on all levels? How do you push through? What will be your message to that person?
Truthfully, the way to push through is find your why. My why is my family, my wife, my children, and that's why. So I'm still applying to jobs, and I get those turn down emails, and it's always, we went with a better candidate. How much better for my resume? You see, my resume is impeccable, but it's okay. I move on. God don't want me there. Then I'll get, you're overqualified. How? You say that to my wife. She has a master's degree. I have high school diploma. How am I overqualified? If we both apply for the same job too, and I got the interview, now I'm overqualified. So I pushed through all that because your choice is to look at your why and always know it don't stop till you die. We're all gonna die someday, but it does not stop until you die. You fall, you get up. Life is about getting kicked down. While you're on the ground, get up again. Somebody try to kick you while you're down, kick their knees and get up. Because there is no choice until you die. Just like the homeless people out here that unfortunately through their life got there somehow, but they're still getting through their day regardless. So you gotta find your why, and you gotta have gratitude, and always talk to Daddy.
I appreciate you and your time, brother. You're a true blessing. I love you.
All right, God bless you.
Yeah, the thing is, corporate bullshit is everywhere. I mean, it is the standard of business here. It's just nonsense, absolute fucking nonsense. I went out there and I spent 5 years of my life earning a 4-year degree so that they can tell me I don't qualify because I don't have the skills and experience that they want for the job. And they go out and they hire somebody else who will tell them whatever bullshit they want to hear on the application, and they'll give them the fucking job. You know? So what they really want is they want to be lied to. They want to be lied to. And if you don't tell them the lies, you don't get the job. And that's what's happening. His wife and this guy are being honest with the corporation that doesn't give a fuck about them. That's the truth. The truth is they're being honest with a bunch of shit that doesn't give a shit. And that's why things are the way they are, you know. That's the standard of business. I thought maybe... Oh, wait a minute. Is that the 176? That's it. Oh, I might be able to get it. All right. So, okay. Sabertooth's over there still taming. I forgot about him. Trying to get this guy lured over here. I just want him in the area. I want to get him past all this shit. Then once I get him past all this shit and I get him in the general area, by then the Sabertooth should theoretically be done. Shit. All right. All right. Now I'm going to break away because he's close. He's like halfway there. I'm going to wait for the saber-tooth to finish up, and then I'll go back and lure him into the box. And we should be pretty good by then, I think. It's like right down there. He'll probably try to go back and start another fight. Ah, shit. Come on. Fucking saber-tooth. I'd be happier if it was a little bit higher level. Okay, Sabertooth is tamed. Let's crowd him up real quick. And let's get that shit done. Alright, so now let's lure him over here before he gets lost again. Oh, there's another little box there. I just saw a little box right there. I hadn't seen it before. Ah! Gotcha. All right. Man, I'm glad my bird has that ascended saddle, man. Shit. Okay. So I'm going to put some arrows into him first. Mostly to save bullets. Now I'll put some regular bullets into him. Just a 176, but you never know. He could have a better stat than the higher level ones. Thing is that 240, I remember that day when I saw that 240 there, and I said to myself, there'll be another 240. Haven't seen another 240 wreck since. Haven't seen that one. I don't know. Is it me or do they have bigger heads now? Looks like he's got a bigger head than the original Ark. After this, I better go and repair the gun. Taking very long to tame this guy. Shouldn't really take that long. See, if you don't have a good high level weapon, like right now, this one's slightly better. I mean, like a smidgen better than normal. And it's taken forever. So one thing you want to get when you're cave diving is a blueprint for a good little rifle. One of these long necks. There he goes. Ah, shit. It's the same thing that happened last time. Ah, fuck. Okay. Is he gonna let me access him or not? Ah, shit. Okay, so what I do usually is I open these doors. And sometimes I can access it if I open the doors. Like right here. Like right here. It's gonna let me do it or no? No. Fuck. If I pick you up. Well, I just... See, it doesn't really... I have to access the box so I can try to put stuff in there and not letting me do it. Shit. Ah, there it is. Jesus. Got it. Yeah. It's good, it's good. I just have to repair it when I'm done. Just a 176, not even a 200, but you know, it's something. I only got a 70-point saddle blueprint. Now this guy I don't want to abandon because I don't want anything coming up and messing with its taming efficiency, attacking it, you know. All right, so that's coming along. Let's see, do we have another video? Oh, we're waiting. Yeah.
down.
Oh, that's same guy, Chosen London. 7-minute video. Says working Uber Eats, DoorDash, trying to pay bills.
Yes, you know we at it. It's YouTube. I'm too excited. DoorDash and Uber Eats to because I gotta stay on top of these bills. Right now I'm focused on the main two, the hitters, which is the rent. We good. We got some time for that, but the card note will come sooner than I think or expect. I'm pretty sure it's the 21st, and I'm not gonna have another check by then, I don't think. And I just want to stay on top of it. I'm tired of this whole anything close to check. I'm done with it, and I'm taking this serious. So I'm using the tips and advice of orders that the miles match the money. Not match exactly, but like it's more money than miles. And if, like, for example, I'm on my way to order now, if I have to decline too many, or not decline, but like not, because I'm used to accepting everything. That's how I used to do it. So if I feel like, okay, I'm just not doing any work, I'll take a exact dollar or close to dollar per mile type order. But I just came out of a big purchase because we live above our means. I will not sit here and lie to you, because I will do and am doing everything for my wife and daughter. So case in point, I'm in this vacation club. Haven't even used it yet. My wife reminds me all the time, this isn't my proudest moment, but we're gonna use it and we're gonna enjoy life, and it's gonna be something that can be passed down to my daughter as well, and we're gonna have a great time. You're gonna see. But it was backed up, and I spent basically almost $700 just to, I think I was 4 days away. Hey, I was 4 days away. I was in delinquency, creeping up on my 120th day. So then it would have been, I lost everything. So I paid them like close to $700. So yeah, and now I'm trying to get money back. Obviously, figure out this car note. Oh, I had to get insurance. I had to pay for insurance. That was another big purchase. And the ladies did a little bit of shopping, and my wife needs her nails done. You making faces, don't you? You need your nails done, right? It's not those. Oh no, toes. I missed the turn.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, we went to turn right like this. Savage.
Wow.
Skirt. Wait. All right, so they got some alcohol, so we're gonna get them they alcohol and these sandwiches. So we got 2 orders. We on the move.
Excuse me.
I hope they're around the same area though. That's the kicker.
Yeah.
I went the wrong way. Sorry, we got this. I'm gonna touch back in with y'all. I'll let you know if they on the way or not. I gotta get my mindset prepared, because I'm all about positivity. The grind. I'm gonna get through this. Grateful to have a family with me too. That's one of the key things I just love about this job opportunity. Being able to do it with the ones whom I love most. Dang, look, they whipping around this corner though. I've been really trying to figure out which one out of Uber Eats and DoorDash, like which one is like worth doing, like moving forward. Trying to do like a mix of both, but I'm probably gonna have to just dedicate like 1 week to just doing Uber Eats and then another to DoorDash.
I hear them do both. They do like a shitload of apps at one time.
Because I just gotta maximize. This means an opportunity and resource of income, because I'm doing it now and I don't want to waste any more of my time, and I just feel like there's an obvious answer for which one makes more. I don't think they both make exactly the same, and I'm gonna figure it out.
Switch to 4K.
On my way to get this amazing person their alcohol. It's not even 7:30 yet. That's fine. Well, I mean, that's cool. There's no judgment really ever.
It's Wednesday.
But it's Wednesday, so that's what makes it Wednesday. It's Wednesday. That's the word. It's not the time. It's that it's Wednesday. They get their boogie on hump day. But one of the exactly. One of the that's one of the. I'm glad she's laughing now. But one of the potential downsides or cons. Like, yes, it's a blessing to work with family, but we don't. Her taking this is considered a nap. This is no good for us because she's gonna be up late. I like to be positive, but I'm kind of speaking for my wife right now. But
Cause you know the one who be up, honey.
yeah. So after this, we're probably gonna cut it short today. We was gonna go for at least another 50 minutes. The plan was to go at least till 8.
You're not going?
No, she's sleeping, so we want to go home so we can wake her up. Because I don't want you to, you know what I mean? I know how it is. I don't want you to blame me or, you're already saying you ain't going to be working with me no more. That's
Wow.
Hurting my feelings a little
Oh,
bit.
wow, that's why.
I love working with my family.
Good choice.
I'm working already. At least I get to do is be with y'all a little bit. Shoot.
You're sleepy too?
No, it's
You
the,
look
it's
like.
the light with the flash on. I don't know. I'm gonna get some shades, and hopefully the flash don't bounce back too bad on y'all. But I'm doing everything. I'm so dedicated to the grind. I've already thought about it because my eyes are hurting. So I said, no problem. I'm gonna get some sunglasses, and we gonna be all right. I don't want y'all. Don't judge me. Y'all already know now what's going on. So don't be like, oh, okay. Well, he think he cool now because he got the sunglasses on in all the videos. Nah, it's because the light shine bright like a diamond. For me to be shining like a diamond, the light has to be shining.
Just
For real.
Cut it up.
It's beautiful
Cut
city,
it up.
and you see me
Mike.
the window down,
All right.
trying to get this man.
Sorry, I had to go to the bathroom. All right. Well, we got ourselves a boy. Oh, sneezing up a storm here, man. Sorry, I'm sneezing like crazy here. Okay. Alright, come on. Alright, that's fine. So if I go in here, I should be able to do what I need to do. All that's working. Okay. So we fixed it. Alright. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to base and unload. I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to go back and give this gentleman a thumbs up. Supporting his family. That's what a man should do, is support his family. And let's go back here. And I'll line up a few more videos. And let's see. There we go. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll start up another vid after I recycle and get rid of some of the stuff I got on my animal. Bye-bye.